chicos, vamos a comenzar el acto 5 de Fontaine. Y se viene... Bueno, muchos me están diciendo, se vienen lloradas, se viene muchísimo lore. Y no me espero absolutamente nada. Me estáis preguntando por mis teorías. Y la verdad que no sé decir. A ver, lo único que sé es que la gnosis no la tiene ninguno de los dos. Entonces está en un sitio que ninguno de los dos llega. Vale, eso es lo que se había planteado, es lo que yo había dicho antes, que me sonaba que ninguno de los dos tenía la gnosis. Y pienso que la tiene Furina pelo corto. Ahora, ¿qué quiere Furina pelo corto y por qué está en yo que sé dónde? No tengo ni idea. No tengo ni idea. Pero sé que Furina pelo corto está en algún lado y por eso no ha aparecido todavía. Es lo único que sé, os prometo que no tengo ni idea de absolutamente más nada, ni tengo pensamiento de nada. Solo sé en mi mente de que Furina pelo corto tiene la gnosis y ya. Recuerda que estaba presente la profecía. Sí, pero es que yo no la asocio. O sea, sí, pero no sé. No sé. Os prometo que no tengo nada. Te estáis poleando, mi hija. Vamos a ver, si tengo a Furina y Furina pelo corto no ha salido, ni Furina pelo largo, que se comporta raro, ni Neuvillet, que ya sabemos que es el dragón hidro, tiene la gnosis, en esa ecuación solo me queda Furina pelo corto. No tengo nada, ni idea de absolutamente nada. Ya está. Bueno, antes de nada deciros que tenéis el link en la descripción de mi canal de Discord por si queréis uniros, y de mi canal de Twitch, donde ahora mismo estamos en directo y estamos haciendo todo el acto 5 de Fontaine. Ahora en directo hasta ver dónde llegamos. Así que, vámonos. Bueno, voy a preparar la de descanso. Otra vez nos vamos a despertar raro. ¿Va a ocurrir algo mientras despertamos? Yo lo escucho medio bajo. Ya ha pasado el tiempo desde el incidente del fuerte Merópide que está llegando a su fin.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Meropide.
A que todavía no salíamos de la cárcel. Pensó. Mascarada de los culpables. Habla con la recepcionista. Encima tenemos que hacer nuestro papeleo para salir de la cárcel. Estoy flipando loco, ¿eh? O sea, los realistas que está haciendo el fuerte Merópide sin sentido. O sea, pasaron 3 meses en Sumeru y ni nos dimos cuenta.
Please sign here. This
Y
document will
ahora
be
vamos
effective
día a
immediately
día,
upon
día a
signing,
día, día.
and you two may exit the Fortress of Meropide via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Sabía que iba a pasar algo, es que ya ha pasado una vez. Y yo quiero saber dónde está el Tartas. Ya voy a empezar con las preguntas, tío.
What's happening?
O sea, sabíamos que estaba con la ballena, pero no tengo ni idea.
I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Es eso. Pregúntale al alcalde. Al duque, mi señor duque.
The wind rises.
A ver, duque. Vamos a hablar tú y yo. Si tú de verdad me pides que me quede contigo hasta el fin del mundo y deje mi viaje por ti, lo haré. Tranquila con las preguntas apenas inicias. Duque mío, ven, habla conmigo. Si tú me pides que me quede contigo, lo haré. Pídemelo.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
O sea, que me voy y no te importa.
Yeah, what was with the earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor.
Ay, te quedas tan pancho.
In fact, it
O
seems
sea,
it
a
came
lo mejor
from
se
the
están
surface.
matando ahí arriba y están tan pancho aquí.
Over the
Me quedo
years of
contigo
serving
mejor,
as
¿vale?
the warden here, I've developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette...
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask... by the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month...
Wait, seriously?
Que tú venías ni que tú verías.
Ah, yes.
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Venga ya, Sigwin, si tú lo que quieres es quedarte con el duque sola, para ti. Qué
That's
agonía.
right! Today is our last day in prison! But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here.
La Sigwin se
It's
ha llevado toda la
actually
suerte de
been
este
pretty
juego.
nice.
Se queda con el duque las 24 horas y encima le han hecho 5 estrellas.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Well, then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Sí, Sigwin, claro. Te quieres quedar con los papuchos para ti.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
Eso, ¿no me vas a acompañar tú? Yo quería que me acompañaras tú.
I knew you'd ask.
Dani, eso será
All right,
rarísimo.
Let's go.
Dani Sigwin es ilegal.
Well,
¿Qué va a ser
you
legal?
actually
Venga ya.
agreed. No worries.
Se hace
You must
pasar
be
por
busy. Paimon
una
was just
cosa
joking.
rara.
Ah,
Venga,
so
sí,
you
pero si
do
las
have a polite
melucinas
side,
que
I
vimos
see.
el otro día, o sea, ayer, tienen 400 años. Que no os engañen la carita de Sigwin.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're
No.
lacking companionship. Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the
No
cafeteria.
perdonar ni
The
una.
chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of... Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished.
Paimon,
That's the
cómete
end
esta
of
tarta
another
de
chapter
furina,
in our
porfa.
journey. And since Nerv left, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
Palacio Mermonia. Suena a que van a ocurrir muchas cosas.
You're going to see Monsieur Nervulette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Vallita. ¡Aléjate de él! ¡Es mío! Vámonos. Tengo curiosidad por en qué puesto puse yo a Ryo cuando hicimos la tier list de Genshin. ¿En qué puesto puse yo a Ryo? Porque seguro que no se lo merecía. Como su papá no piensa raro. Venga ya, sí, sí. Esa es su tapadera.
Quit following me.
Lo pusiste arriba del todo, pero debajo de Tartas. Es que el Tartas tiene más dinero. Bueno, no sé. Tendré que revisar esa lista. O sea que por tener más o menos la misma edad, piensas que Nahida podría estar con novela. No opino de esa cosa. Cada uno que esté con quien quiera, con la edad que quiera y como quiera. Yo no voy a opinar.
Behold!
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Nervulette did say you'd be welcome.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here.
El
You can
dinero
see
por
yourself
encima
soon.
del trasero. No he dicho eso, ¿eh? Dani, que sí te está pensando.
Everyone's so busy. Seems
Bueno,
a
vamos
lot
a
has been
terminar la
happening.
misión y ver cómo el Tata se comporta conmigo y ya luego elijo, ¿vale? Ya veré. No pasa nada, un amigo anda enamorado de Nahida, es normal. Sí, súper normal.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first.
¿Qué te pasa?
In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink,
That's all right. We just ate.
very well then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Ah, esa es mi prima, Antonia. ¿Te imaginas?
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Vaya, que menos mal que es de Nesnaya y no de
Immersed in primordial
su
seawater?
abuela.
But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. The source of the tremor was here on
Me
the
encanta
surface
como
near
cuando cada vez
Poisson.
que hablamos aquí dentro
After
con
the shaking
Nobilet suena una
stopped, the
música
water
clásica
levels in the Poisson area rose at an
que
alarming rate.
no sé, plan, lo hace más señor, su señoría. El Poisson. La temperatura a nivel de agua empieza a subir. Adiós.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time and have already returned to normal now. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse
Es que
than
hablo
it
tu
appears.
inglés y de repente Poisson.
Navia should be in Poisson, right?
Otra.
We need to go check on her!
El Poisson.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I've finished things here.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Ay, se preocupa por mí. Voy a Poisson. Uy, no, a tiradas no, a Poisson. ¿Dónde está Poisson? Aquí. Ah, verdad, yo decía yo que me sonaba el nombre ya de Poisson. Uy, ah, vale, mire que era
Oh
una tía.
no! What happened here?
Adiós.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still...
¿Qué ha pasado, tío?
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here!
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
All right, just hurry! I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My
¿Qué
leg!
capaz que ha sido un momento o qué?
How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
The wind
También
rises.
te digo, qué casualidad que estamos viendo esto de las inundaciones y toda la historia cuando en Valencia está ocurriendo algo así. Pero claro, sí, claro, ha habido inundaciones, ha muerto gente y toda la historia. O sea, me ha chocado un poco.
Hey,
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose.
Pero en Valencia no se disuelve gente, ya, por eso había dicho
Mademoiselle,
quitando
there's a wounded resident next to a building
fantasía.
southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people, everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water, didn't have a chance to escape.
Hostia.
As the water levels rose, those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, no one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to...
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that...
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You...
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Eso iba a preguntar yo. ¿Dónde está mi luz?
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
No. Dime que no. Que no le ha pasado nada a mi luz.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
No, por favor.
And as she
No empecemos
goes,
así.
seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so, of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you.
Ay, tío, no. Tío, no. No, tío, no. Ahora, ¿cómo voy aquí? ¿Que no tengo TP? No me jodería que el TP más próximo que tengo sea ese. Bueno, pues podían... Voy aquí. Y subo. No confirmaremos ni negaremos. Soy malo, tío. Como empieza así la misión, me iba a dar algo, ¿eh? O sea, si va a empezar así ya la misión, yo paso ya.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson...
Right. That's how things are now.
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
No.
What should I do, Papa?
Huh?
No.
What happened to them?
Tío, no.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, they were helping evacuate the residents, but they were caught in the seawater.
No, tío. Ya, llevamos 10 minutos, tío, y ya. Tú eres quien decía que Melus podría ser el de las chicas desaparecidas. No, yo no sabía que tenía que ver con las chicas desaparecidas. Yo creía que era el tema, el traidor del padre. El traidor, el que traicionó a su padre. Y el que quería matar a Navia. Ay, Dios.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But
Con lo buena que es Navia y todo lo que ha sufrido la pobre. Y tanto.
I could at least hold a
De los
funeral
pocos
for my
NPC
father.
agradables y le hacen eso.
And I know where
Y yo
he rests.
pregunté, ¿cuánto Melus
As for
jugable, tío?
Melus and Silver,
Y
they're
mira.
just gone.
No, pero ahora las imágenes y la musiquita triste, no. No me hagáis recordar a Melus, el otro me diga, ¡Melus!
I didn't expect that.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic.
Como señora.
He wouldn't be angry,
Que serán
would he?
jugables. Dani, más tarde verás el por qué toda la gente de Fontaine tiene que desintegrarse en el mar primogenio. Vale.
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends
Joder,
up
pero
here
tú
sooner
tampoco
or
ayudas.
later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
Y la mariposa porque se ve de color, qué casualidad.
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried
Y la
beside
pobre ahora
Master
no la puede
Carlos,
enterrar
Demoiselle.
porque no hay cuerpo.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it'll save us both the trip to see each other whenever
Ay,
you
no,
visit your
no hagas
father's
eso,
grave.
no me hagas eso, tío. Puto Genshin.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit.
Pobre Navia,
I
tío.
promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon
Pero
doesn't
no es
know
mal
how
que
to help
llores,
you
hija.
feel better.
Es que no te ha quedado
But-
nada.
Well,
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never so Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I'm so sorry.
you can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with...
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett,
¿Y cómo lo sabe?
Giverny,
Los nombres.
Francine,
Bueno, los que habrán visto.
Karina,
Porque no se puede
Daisy
identificar
Ray.
cadáveres porque no hay.
Joanvit, so... everyone else is...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. The overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we... Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Oh, really?
seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Vallita.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Oye, qué amigable Arlequino, no me la esperaba toda una...
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely... My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency...
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any... As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you... As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice... I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding word.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
¿Sabes que pienso mal hasta que hable de sus niños? Ahí ya no puedo.
By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh?
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not... Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when you and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was... Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intel. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways.
Con lo buena que es que no sé. O sea, es un Fatui. Algunas veces hace unas miradas así que me dan mala espina. Y ya hemos conocido a Dottore y sé hasta dónde pueden llegar. Entonces, sé que el resto no son como Dottore, pero algo hay, algo hay.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so my people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So, That's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to... Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is... Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Porque pertenece a los Fatuis, por supuesto.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural
El
that I
outfit del
freely
chino
share
me
it with you.
flipa,
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Espero que no sea una trampa, gracias.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing.
Navia es maravilla.
There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something... a distraction.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say? All right? The ruins are to the
Yo
south of
cuando
Poisson.
llegué a Fontaine, o sea, antes, me esperaba otra personalidad de Navia, la verdad.
Okay, the three of
Me
us will
sorprendió
handle it.
Navia.
Come on, let's
No,
pack
creo
up
que de
and get
todos.
going.
Esperaba otra cosa. Ok. A ver, ¿dónde nos vamos? Vale, y la pregunta es seria. ¿Cómo llegamos hasta ahí? Porque TP cerca no hay mucho. Este es el más cerca. Uy. Oye, ¿por qué nos mandan un sitio donde no hay TP? ¡Qué palo!
So, are these the ruins the knave was
No,
talking
no
about?
sé, no, Tae.
Whoa, talk
No, no,
about
no, no.
old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Es que Fontaine tiene muchas partes así como antiguillas, ¿no?
Just be careful.
Como si hubiera ocurrido un desastre ya. Venga, pues nada, vamos para adentro. Vallita, espérate. ¿Cuánto? Esas no son. ¿Cómo que no? Mira ya. Vale, sí. Desafío. Lo siento, caso. Hay que poner a Benito.
I won't hold you back. Much.
Y no sé quedarme quieta.
The wind rises.
¿Qué es eso?
Too slow. Shower me with praise. The night is cold. Let's light it up.
Behold!
Get out of here.
Not now.
The wind rises.
No, por aquí.
What?
Uy, qué susto,
The floor
tío.
here isn't safe.
¿Ay? ¿Qué hace? ¿Por qué me ha matado la furina, hijo de...?
Ta-da!
Gracias por seguirme.
The night is cold. Don't be scared.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
How brilliant!
No ríais, sí, porque reí. Y aprovecho y me curo. ¿De verdad que sigue ese tío vivo por ahí? Ah, que no aparece.
Squall and Fury!
Sí, sigue vivo.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too.
¿Y qué haces aquí?
Would most likely dissolve the
Vete a
moment they
Sumeru.
fell in.
Está que esté protegida, tía. Es que de verdad.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be any help for you to... don't get by my wrong. We're not safe.
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
Como suba el nivel del agua. Me
The
voy a
water
rayar
levels
mucho.
here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit
Pero ¿y
just
cómo
up ahead.
saltamos?
All right. Come with us for now then, but please...
Esa pregunta es seria. ¿Por qué hay que hacer así? ¿Cómo ha saltado la navia por aquí? ¿Trotamundos?
Oh,
Ah, había que tirarse al agua.
Let's try climbing over
Ah,
from the
porque
side.
yo... Porque he hecho trampa. Vale, entiendo. Que no era por ahí, por eso no me ha dejado. No sé por dónde había que hacerlo de normal, pero viva el trotis. Ah, que era por aquí atrás, no. Vale.
Quit following me. Quit following me.
Tramposa.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge.
No le va a pasar nada a nadie, ¿no? No, 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 por favor. No, no, agarrarle la mano a Navia. ¡Ah! No, 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 no. Ay. El viajero no salva una mosca.
Demoiselle,
¡No! Está con Melus en el otro lado. Ah, no, espérate. Espera. ¿Y si no están muertos cuando se disuelve? ¿Están en otra dimensión? ¿Así rara? ¿Y ahí es donde está Furina pelo corto?
Huh?
Viva el dendro.
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh, was I? Oh.
Yes, it would appear so.
No me dijo fumarse de la fuente. De la fuerte.
I must be tired.
Existen fantasmas en Genshin. Pero no, Nadia. Por favor, no. No.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right.
Que Nadia no se me puede morir. Por favor, encima por culpa de la Traveler.
I haven't had a nap today yet. This is a familiar feeling, yet...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes, I remember.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right.
O sea, si nadie ha
by
llegado
the way,
a
Burnett,
resolverse,
what was it that you wanted to give to Miss
Melus
Navia
no
again?
está muerto tampoco. Que no, que no.
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here.
Pero entonces, lo del paro cardíaco del Vache ya me rayaría la mente.
Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big, and I don't know what we would have done without your help. So this is a little token of our appreciation.
Esto también está...
I hope you won't
Bueno,
refuse.
supuestamente está en la otra dimensión.
Did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the
O
decorative
sea, como
plants for some
la
of
gente
Mrs.
se haya hartado de llorar
Burnett's
por
flowers.
Melus. Nos hayan hecho llorar por Melus. Y realmente no hubiese muerto. A mí me alegraría, pero es igual con nuestros sentimientos, ¿no?
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken...
That's right. Is
Porque
something
estabas
wrong?
en la lista de fallecidos.
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name's... I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, and why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? Ta-da! We do?
Gracias por seguirme.
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are.
Otra
I've
tiesa.
been looking
Digo,
for
otra
you.
disuelta.
Please, come to the opera house. Your trial...
Los nombres no nos lo han dicho por algo.
Wait, what?
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so...
Oh? All right, then.
Eso no es el más allá.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
Otro disuelto.
And her two attendants are with her.
Otro disuelto.
Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. Karina, Desiree,
Que no.
Joyville.
Sí, Desiree, que no, que está... Bueno, disuelto. Que no están... Que no, que son todos nombres de la lista que Paimon ha dicho. Que sí.
And as for the judge...
Pues claro que no, porque no está disuelto. Bueno, no se puede disolver.
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure
Como
you can
aparezca
stand
Fulina, pero
behind me?
corto me rayo, ¿eh? Así lo digo ya.
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you
Dani,
are
deja el
Master
lento que te
Callus's
mira.
successor, the
Están todos
head
juntos en el
of
cielo
the
simplemente,
Spina di
Dani. No, esto no es
Rusula,
el cielo.
someone held in high regard by every... After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rusula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
No tiene nada que ver. ¿En qué película estás? Goza lo que viene.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving...
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricable. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will—
Huh? What are you saying?
Tampoco entiendo nada.
Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and—
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now.
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mistress Ronville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of—
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion, now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We—
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals?
Nada.
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. And that is how we will enforce.
My head— it hurts.
Demoiselle!
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. Oh, I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all. Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
¿Qué hace aquí Neulet? Pregunta seria. ¿Qué hace aquí Neulet?
That's...
No entiendo nada. No entiendo nada.
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense, and the court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Este hombre está en todos los planos, ¿no?
Our
Todos
thanks,
los planos
Monsieur
astrales
Neuvillette.
extraños que hay por aquí, entonces está él, ¿no? Claro, perfecto.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
¿Qué?
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last.
Malus. Silver.
No.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye,
Ay.
demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Hey, Navia?
You're awake. Good.
¿De dónde la has sacado, Neuvillette? Pregunta seria.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a
Cuéntame,
cave-in.
¿cuánto
When
llevamos
I
grabando?
arrived, I found you falling
Vale,
toward the
vale.
water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but
What is it?
I think I saw 2 oceanids protecting you.
Ay, que lloro.
It was only for a moment, perhaps
No.
even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you.
Ay.
Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those 2 oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
¿En serio se convierte en oceánidas? Joder.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me.
Please come with me.
A donde quieras, Rey.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could...
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us...
I suppose... Sigewinne! I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's
Demasiado
an
bien se ha
amazing head
integrado.
nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity.
Lo está
just
estudiando
as
muy
I
bien
have.
ella.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well.
He still doesn't know what to talk about.
Tú dirás, tú eres la
Let's chat about...
experta.
So, Neuvillette,
Muy
you're probably quite...
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
This isn't going
Qué
anywhere.
fracaso.
Let's...
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to
Nos ha
investigate the
mandado a
ancient
todos
ruins here.
aquí. Echando furina sola. Por allí.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up
Creo
so
que el mejor
quickly?
nadador de Teiba si no sería una chapa.
I'm sorry to have kept you all
En serio,
waiting
no
like
sé
that.
sentarme bien,
I'm
eh.
feeling much better now.
Ya te encuentras bien, hija.
Guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Yoo-hoo! Ha! 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 Yeah! Ah! Ha! Yeah! Ah! Yeah! Ah! Ja! Ja!
La tuya, por si acaso.
Too slow.
Vale, acá.
Behold!
Oh no! Another unstable path!
¡Corre! No, corre. ¡Ay! Trotamundos que me está dando ansiedad. ¡Ay, trotamundos! ¡Ay, trotamundos que me estreso!
The wind rises.
Como si fuera un problema para mí. O sea, ¿eso cómo se hace sin tener un trota? Pregunta seria.
Behold!
O sea, os lo pregunto seriamente. En plan, lo de volar, me refiero. De volar, quiero decir... ¿Cómo pasáis de una a otra? Sin volar. Yo no me paro a pensarlo, la verdad, pero... Porque lo hago, pero... ¿Cómo sería de normal?
The wind rises.
Qué fuerte está mi trota, Dios mío. ¡Ay!
Squall Fury.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Chicos, pero ¿cómo? Me da igual cómo anda.
Too slow.
Se ha medio bug. Debió de haber vuelto a seguir la escalera. Es que detectó que tenía al trota, ¿no? Por eso ocurrió eso. Detectó dijo, eso de todas maneras va a volar, así que ¿para qué le vamos a reconstruir la escalera?
Teamwork is time to shine! The night is cold.
Squall Fury.
Vale, wait a minute. Vamos a quedarnos un momento aquí y vamos a cambiar de capítulo. Y nada, vamos a dejar por aquí este capítulo. Muchísimas gracias por llegar hasta aquí, por ver el vídeo. Y no te olvides de darle like y suscribirte para seguir con el acto 5 de Fontaine. Nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Gracias.